On this one, I'm going to go over the typhoons and cyclones that are hitting the area, and there are quite a few. It is going to be, last year was bad, this year rather was bad because of the El Nino, but there's still a lot of typhoons that are going to be affected by, countries that are going to be affected by the cyclones. There were some supercells which really were sixes as far as I'm concerned, but they're categorizing it as fives instead. But anyway, that's what I'm afraid of, and they are the ones that devastate overland where people are living. But this one, you're going to get from this area. I'm just going to do the Pacific at the moment and do Asia in a minute, and but that still gets it's kind of a continuation. So you're going to get about 5 going past here, making landfall, but really it's really going past. So it's going through this channel and the typhoons, but hitting more in the Indonesian islands and Papua New Guinea, and having it there. So there are 5. There's one that is going to be pretty bad, and it'll hit more Papua New Guinea on that, make landfall here, even though the width of it is pretty big from here to here that I'm seeing, and going off there. There's one coming in here, which is kind of a loop like that, but that's about a 2 or a 3, which is still bad, but you're going to get rain from that one. And one, it's like a super, but it kind of just meanders and it goes across there. But that won't be a too devastating one. Okay, I'm going to Asia next, and hopefully this information will help you. Now on the to do with Asia, and I'm talking about typhoons and super typhoons and cyclones. There were quite a few, and it was a very active year because there were super typhoons, which I think we only had 1 the year before, but here I think we had 3 this year. So you can check anyway, but basically I'm seeing them all being generated and coming in, and they're hitting mostly on Malaysia, going across and then coming here too. They miss Sri Lanka, but they go to more or less this area here, which is Chennai, and into that area, and this whole area is I'm seeing not exactly a tsunami, but it looks like a tsunami because there's so much rain, and the water level and the rain flooding here from this area here, flooding, and that could be in January. Okay, so be careful. There are so many other typhoons and cyclones, but I'm not going to go into them. It's the super typhoons and the higher range that I'm more worried about, that I'm seeing in all of these areas. So basically there'll be about 17 I see that will be developing throughout the islands here, and also going to Japan and in here South Korea. So really it's a bit of a mess. It's like a travel route on a plane, but they're going through all these islands. So I'm seeing major flooding in Cambodia and Thailand, Manila, in some of the islands, and Taiwan and Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, definitely here, Burma, Bangladesh. It's really on this side, the east side of India. So please be careful and take precautions. It's horrible because some of those countries, they're devastated anyway, and it's hard to recover. But my prayers and thoughts and blessings are with all of you. Thank you for joining me.